Good morning, everyone. We're happy to be back and be with you this morning. We apologize for our technical interruption yesterday, but we are back and ready to go today. Skep Live Online is a production of University of Hawaii Presents, based at the University of Hawaii at Manoa Outreach College. I'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the National Endowment for the Arts, the University of Hawaii, and Kauanoa Senior Services. We're excited to have you join us this week, and we would love to stay in touch. So give us comments and questions through today's chat window and let us know what you're thinking. Also, if you send your email to csinfo, that's CSINFO at hawaii.edu, you'll get notices about upcoming programs. Well, this week we have with us one of the country's leading storytellers, an internationally known performer and teaching artist, this 3-time Emmy Award winner, multiple Parents' Choice Gold and Silver Award winner, and a National Storytelling Network Oracle Award recipient, is one of the most popular and dynamic story educators in America today. So without further ado, let's welcome to Skep Live Online, Bobby Norfolk.
Hello, and thank you, Tim Slaughter. Hello, Hawaii, and all people listening within the sound of my voice. You know, yesterday I was going to do a piece about folktales around the world. So not to disappoint, I want to start with one of those stories right now. And there is some overlap in the two themes. You'll see what I'm talking about, but not till the end of the story. That would not be a spoiler. The story is several hundred years old, actually, and it's from West Germany. And it's about a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster. Now, the donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster all lived in Brementown, and they were unwanted by their owners. They got very sad, but the donkey, he had an idea. Ding! He wanted to start a music group, but he needed other musicians. And ladies and gentlemen, this story collected by Jacob and Johann Grimm is simply called The Brementown Musicians. Here's my version of that story. Once upon a time, there was a donkey. He was an old donkey. And he worked for the farmer and his wife about 20 years. They put him out to pasture. All day long, he ate straw, ate grass. Nothing to do, eat straw, eat grass. He looked at the cloud. Oh, look at the pretty cloud. Cirrus, stratus, cumulus. That one looked like a dragon. Whoa. The farmer was working with his wife out in the garden. He said, wife, come here. Wife, come here. Yes, Harold. Look at that donkey. Look at him. What about him? He's doing nothing for us. Eating up the straw and grass. Look at the pretty clouds. Pretty clouds. Pretty clouds. Cirrus, stratus, cumulus. That looks like a dragon. Whoa. Tomorrow, wife, that donkey has to go. He has to go. Where's he going, Harold? I have an idea, wife. Tomorrow, we'll send him to the glue factory and make him into glue. Ah! Now, the donkey knew animals with hooves, when they get old, they get turned into glue. Now, if you don't believe me, ask Elmer. That's why he's on the bottle. Donkey said, I'm getting out of here. I know how to breathe. And I can play music. Dun, 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 dun. At night, I like the softer sounds. Dum 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 dum. I'm getting out of here. So while the farmer and his wife were distracted, the donkey sneaked out the back gate and off he went to Brementown. Further down the road, he saw an old puppy dog. The dog was sad and whimpering to himself. The donkey said, what's wrong with you, doggy? Why are you so sad? The dog said, well, My owner said I was getting too old to hunt with him anymore. And tomorrow he's going to get rid of me. So what should I do now, donkey? Hey, puppy dog, can you still bark? Good God, good, sit. Hey, I'm going to start a music group in Brementown. Want to come with me? Okay. Hop on my back, puppy. And the dog jumped on the donkey's back, and off they went to Brementown. Further down the road, old Miss Kitty Cat, she was sad and whimpering. The donkey said, Kitty Cat, why are you crying? She said, well, my owner said I was getting too old to hunt for mice anymore, and she wants to get rid of me. So what should I do now? What should I do now? What should I do now? Hey, Kitty Cat, we're starting a music group. You want to come with us? Okay. Hop on my back, kitty. Ow, no claws. Oh, sorry about that. So the cat jumped on the donkey's back, and off they went to Brementown. Down the hill, where there was a fork in the road, fence, rooster, despondent. The donkey said, hold on, guys, we have a situation. Mr. Rooster, what's wrong with you over there? My owner said I was getting too old to be in the barnyard anymore. And tomorrow, I'm going to be Rooster Soup. I don't want to be Rooster Super. Ooh, that's bad, dude. Product of Campbell's. Hey, Rooster, we're starting a music group. You want to come with us? Okay. Fly on my back. Boom. And the rooster flew on the donkey back, and off they went to Brementown. Nighttime came, as nighttime does every 12 hours. It got cold. It got dark. The animals huddled around a tree in the forest. It's cold out here. I know it's dark too. And then they heard a noise. The donkey said, what was that? What is that? What is that? It was the dog. It's my belly growling. The donkey said, it's your belly making all that noise? Yeah, dude, you didn't have to bring any food. The donkey said, you didn't bring a hot dog? I didn't bring a hot dog. What about a hamburger? Didn't bring a hamburger. What about mac and cheese? Don't got no mac and cheese. What about a pizza? Huh? What's that? Never mind. The dog said, hey, I'm sorry. I'm gluten-free and lactose intolerant, okay? Whatever. Rooster said, guys, look down the hill. There's a house, light on. I bet there's food and warmth. Look it out. Okay. And down the hill they went to check out the house. Now the donkey was the tallest. He peered into the window. All the short guys said, who you see? Where you see? Where you see? Quiet, quiet, be quiet, quiet, quiet. Okay. The cat said, what you see, donkey? Donkey looked back in the window. I see food for everybody. Well, a smorgasbord. Whoa. Uh-oh. The cat said, wait a minute. Uh-oh. There are robbers in there, too. The cat said, robber? Quiet, cat. Put your head out. What are the robbers doing? They're at the buffet table, eating up all the food. And look at all the money and jewels over there they stole from people. Guys, I got an idea. Huddle. Let's make as much noise as we can at the front door. I see it's ajar. Let's run through the front door, make noise, make the robbers run out the back. All right, let's do it on 3. Woo, woo, woo. All right, for you guys who know how to count, let's do 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bam! The robber said, ah, what is that? Boogity, 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 boogity. Shut the back door. Let's eat. Boom. They sat down at the table. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. The dog said, no dessert for me. And now the animal's getting sleepy. And the duck said, meeting time. What's up? Said the dog. Let's get a good night's sleep and then have some breakfast in the morning and then turn all that stolen money and jewels back into the sheriff and his deputies. Maybe they can catch those bad boys. Now, blow out the candles. Can't go to bed with candles burning. There's no electricity in this house. So the animals blew out all the candles. They went to sleep in different parts of the house. The robbers were on top of the hill. One guy said, what was that noise down there? The other guy said, I don't know. I wasn't looking, brother. I was running. I don't got eyes on the back of my head. The boss said, we left all the money and jewels down there. Oh, man. Jake, come here.
Yeah, boss, what's up?
Got a job for you, boy.
I'll do it, boss. What is it?
Go back and get the money and the jewels. You want me to go by myself? That's what I said, Money Bread. Where y'all gonna be at? Boy, get behind trees. Yeah, the other robbers hid behind trees. Jake went down by himself. He looked in the window. They blew out the candles. Maybe the door's still open. He went to the door.
Gotta get some WD-40 for that thing in the morning.
The door's open. Jake walked in that house. He couldn't see a thing. I wonder what's over here. He ran into the wall. Bam! Out! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Wonder what's over this way. He bumped into a chair. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning too. I wish I could see. Kitty Cat heard him in the house. Kitty Cat opened up her green and yellow eyes. And the green and yellow eyes of Kitty Cat looked like embers burning in the fireplace. Jake looked at the kitty cat. He thought, there's some embers in the fireplace. He felt, here's a candle. Now I can light my candle. He tried to put the candle up the cat's nose. What won't this thing light? The cat kept doing this. The cat got so mad, she jumped up and scratched Jake right in his face. I'm out of here. He ran through the dog house. The dog beat him on there. Get off of me, get off of me. He ran some more. He ran outside. The donkey gave him a big kick in his tush. Pow! He ran some more. Miss Rooster came off a tree. Whoa! What was that? Knocked off his headphones. Jake ran back to the top of the hill. He didn't know what to hold. The boss said, hey, boy, what was all that noise down there? I got attacked. By what? There's a witch down there. A witch? What'd she do, boy? She scratched me in the face. What else happened? And there's a monster down there. Whoa. What the monster do, boy? He grabbed me by my leg. And then there's a giant down there. Super Bowl. What the giant do, boy? He hit me in my tush with a tree limb. What? Oh, man, he didn't have to do that, but he did. And then a ghost came out of a tree and picked me in the head. I want to go back. Those robbers heard that. They went the other way. Boogity, 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 boogity. The next morning, the animals woke up, had breakfast, took all the stolen money and jewels back to the sheriff and his deputies, and guess what? They caught the robbers and the bad boys, and the animals got a reward. Yes, they did. And guess what they did with their reward money? They took over the house, had it rehabbed. They built a sound studio down in the basement, and they cut their first CD and digital album. And I have it on my playlist. First cut, sounds like this. A one, a two, a one, a two. First there was the donkey, then there was the dog, then there was the kitty cat and a big old rooster, y'all. They all went to Germany to be in a band. The donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster. The donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster. The donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster going to Brementown, man. Yeah. You will not find that version in books by the Brothers Grimm in the library. You'll have to find it on Bobby Norfolk CD or digital Spotify. Here's another story. But this story comes from the southern part of the United States, the southeast, where they're running out of gasoline right now. The same states is where these stories come from. I'm going to tell you about this story. It's about a little boy. His name is Wiley. And Wiley ran into something in the forest called the hairy man. And Wiley had to trick that hairy man 3 times. That is the magic of story 3. Just think about it, and you see how 3 is almost limitless and going throughout the universe in perpetuity. Wiley and the hairy man. Once upon a time, out in the forest in the southeast U.S., there was this boy. His name was Wiley. Now, Wiley was a little bitty boy. And his daddy was a woodcutter. Ooh, his daddy, he looked like Dwayne Johnson. He had muscles on top of his muscles. And he was a lumberjack with a big old axe. The Wiley, being a little boy, he had a little hatchet about that big for chopping down saplings in the forest. Well, one day at breakfast, Mommy and Daddy and Wiley sat down to eat. Daddy wasn't hungry this morning, so Daddy only ate 50 pancakes, 2 packs of bacon, a dozen eggs, and a gallon of milk. He wasn't that hungry. Well, Mama, she was on a low-carb breakfast. She had toast and tea. Wiley had a half pancake, half a piece of bacon, half glass of milk. After breakfast, Daddy stood up, boom, picked up his big old axe, boom, popped it on the shoulder. He said, Wiley, come here.
Yeah, Daddy.
Wiley, I'm going to stay going in the forest for 3 days chopping down trees. I need you to take care of your mama in the house till I get back. You got that, son?
All right, Daddy, I'll do it.
So Daddy left on out of the house, stayed gone for 3 whole days chopping down trees with the other lumberjacks. He left Wiley, man of the house. Mama started cleaning off the breakfast dishes. She put that garbage into the trash can. She turned on the hot water in the sink, whoosh, turned on the cold water, whoosh, put in the Lux liquid. Bubbles came up in the sink. See, Mama was old school. She didn't have one of them old fancy Whirlpool dishwashing machines. Okay. Wiley went in the corner, picked up his hatchet, felt the tip of it. It wasn't very sharp. His daddy taught him how to take a rock or a stone and sharpen the axe head like this. He went,
Mama said, Wiley. He said, yes, ma'am. You gonna chop down some trees too? Wiley said, yes, ma'am. All right, Wiley, I want you to be careful while you're out there in the forest. All right, Mommy, I will.
I want you to especially be careful of one thing.
What's that, Mommy?
I want you to be careful of the hairy man.
All right. The what?
The who?
Mama said, the hairy man, Wiley.
Wiley put that hatchet up right down.
Mommy, what's the hairy man?
Mama said, come here, boy. Now, the hairy man is a big, tall monster like Bigfoot, a Sasquatch, or a Yeti. He stands about 10 feet tall, got hair all over him. That's what they call him, the hairy man. He's got blood red eyes, Wiley. When he looks at you with them big old eyes, they go boom, boom, boom. He's got 3 claws on each hand like that. He like to tip up on you with them claws wagging. He carries a big old sack. He like to grab you with them claws and toss you into the hairy man's sack. I want you to be careful of the hairy man, Wiley. Ooh. And 2 things I want you to remember. If you ever run up on that hairy man, I want you to call for your 3 dogs, okay? The hairy man hates dogs. He hates dogs, so call for your dogs. And another thing,
you have to trick the hairy man 3 times. If you trick him 3 times, he won't ever bother you anymore. Wally took all that into account. All right, Mommy, I'll be careful of the hairy man. Wally got his courage back, put that hatchet on his shoulder, went out in the forest. Not afraid of any hairy man. I'll knock him out if I see him. My name is Wiley, not Smiley. He was still looking behind every tree just in case. He came up on a tiny sycamore tree about that big around. A sycamore tree. I think I'll start with that one. He walked up on that sycamore sapling. He got to chopping. Chicka-boom, 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 boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom, boom, 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 chicka-boom, chicka-boom. As Wilder was chopping on that sycamore, he saw a shadow on the ground. Wiley looked down, bah! And then he heard a noise. Boom, boom, boom. Wiley said, oh no. Don't tell me that's the hairy man. While they ran up in a big old tree. And the tree started bending. The hairy man took his big old sack, came to the base of that tree. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, Wiley. Hello, hairy man. Hey, Wiley, you know what I have in my sack? No, sir, I sure don't. Hermit said, nothing yet. Come here, let's have a talk. Wiley said, I don't think so. That would be a bad idea, hairy man. Wiley, whackety whack, get into my sack. Whackety whack, no, I'm not. Boy! Are you disrespecting me? Wiley said, I guess I am. You saw Wiley's hatchet on the ground. Look what I found on the ground. Now I'm going to chop your tree down. And he started chopping on the tree. Chicka-boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom. That tree said, crack. They said, uh-oh. Crack, whoa, Nelly. Then he remembered his dogs. My dogs, my dogs. The dog heard him. Wilder's in trouble, come on. Herman said, ooh. Hey, boy, what's that? Those are my 3 dogs. I hate dogs. Wilder said, I know you do. I'll be back for you later. And the hairman threw that hatchet to the ground, ran off in the forest. Boom, 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 boom. I hate dogs. The dogs arrived at the scene while they came down the tree. Oh, I'm glad you guys came. Come on home. He went home and told his mama what happened. She listened. Oh, Wiley, that was close. Mama, you telling me I was there. Of course you were. After that, he started looking in the refrigerator for a snack. Mama said, son, now all you got to do is trick him 2 more times. Wiley said, uh-huh. Mama, I didn't want to trick him the first time. I got to trick him 2 more? Yes. We've had this discussion about math before. How many times have you tricked him so far? 1. Add 2. What you got? 3. You know what? The next time you see that hairy man, try this out. Come here, give me your ear. She whispered into Wilder's ear. Okay, Mommy, I'll remember that. That next day, he took his hatchet into the forest. He went, getting his courage back. Not afraid of any hairy man. I'll knock him out if I see him. My name is Wiley, not Smiley. He was still looking behind every tree just in case. He walked for about 20 minutes into the woods. He came up on a tiny maple tree about that big around. A maple tree. I think I'll start with that one. Got his chopper stands together. He started to chop. Chicka-boom, 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 boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom, boom, 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 chicka-boom, 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 boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom, boom, boom. As Wilder was chopping on that maple, he saw a shadow coming across the ground. And then that noise behind his back. Boom, boom, boom. Wilder said, oh no, not again. Don't tell me that's the It was the hairy man. While they ran up a tree. The tree started bending. The hairy man took that big old sack, came to the bottom of that tree. Boom, boom, boom. Hello again, Wally. Hello, hairy man. Hey, Wally, you know what I have in my sack? No, sir, I sure don't. Nothing yet. Come here, boy, let's have a talk. I don't think so. That would be a bad idea. Wally, whackety whack, get into my sack. Whackety whack, no, I'm not. Boy! Are you disrespecting me again? Wally said, I guess I am.
You saw that hatchet again.
Look what I found on the ground. Now I'm chopping your tree down. Chicka-boom, 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 that tree said, crack. Wally said, oh, no, not again. Crack, whoa, Nelly. He knew he couldn't use his dogs anymore. That trick was saved. And then he said, ooh, my mama told me another secret. Hairy man, what? I heard you know more magic than anybody in this whole county. That's right, boy. I know more magic than anybody in the whole state. Yeah, right. I bet you can change yourself into something big and tall, like a giraffe. A giraffe? Nothing to it. Boom! And a puff of smoke. The hairy man changed into a long-necked giraffe going by while they came down the tree. Just a bit. Anybody can change into a long-necked giraffe, hairy man. I bet you can change yourself into something smaller, like an alligator. Nothing to it, boy. Boom! He changed into a green long-tailed alligator running across the ground while they descended the tree a few more feet. Anybody can change into no long-tailed alligator, hairy man. I bet you can change yourself into something even smaller, like a squirrel. Nothing to it. Why then? Boom! He changed to a little bushy-tailed squirrel, but right then, while he jumped out of the tree, he grabbed the squirrel by his big bushy tail and threw it in the hairy man's sack. Pow! Get in there. He tied it up, went down to the river. He wound it up 3 times. Whew, whew, whew. Splash. I got rid of the hairy man. Took me 2 times, not 3 like my mommy said. As he was going home to tell his mom he had gotten rid of the hairy man, he looked on the ground and he saw a shadow. And then he heard that noise behind his back. Boom, boom, boom. While he said, oh no, don't tell me that's the... It was the hairy man again, and there was no tree around to climb. He said, hairy man, how'd you get out of that sack? Nothing to it, boy. I changed into the wind, and I blew out of the sack. While they said, oh, whoa. That's some powerful magic, hairy man. I know, boy, I told you. I know magic. You do? Mm-hmm. I can disappear. You can? Mm-hmm. Want me to show you? Yeah. Okay. Boogity, 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 but come back here, boy. Those big old club feet couldn't run fast, but while it was in overdrive, boogity, 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 he ran home, kicked on the door, bam, mommy, come here quick. What's wrong with you? Mommy, I tricked the hairy man just like you said. I made him change into a bushy-tailed squirrel. I threw the squirrel in the sack and threw the sack in the river. But he changed into the wind, Mama, and blew out the sack. And now he's coming after me. Boy, why you bring it back to the house? Why they were talking about Mama, he's coming. Boy, calm down. Yes, ma'am. Now you can't think so when you're so excited. Think. Calm down. Breathe slow. Breathe deep. Be mindful. While they were slowing down, using his zen, Mama was in her zen too. I got an idea. You know that one-year baby pig in the barn? Yes, ma'am. He was just born yesterday? Yes, ma'am. Go get him. Yes, ma'am. While they ran to the barn, came back with a tiny one-year baby pig. Oink, 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 oink. Here it is, Mommy. Take him and put him in your bed. I beg your pardon. Put the baby pig in your bed. put a baby pig in my bed. That's what I said. But mama, my dogs can go. Wally was so upset. He pulled back the cover, put the little pig on the bed, covering him up. Don't you mess up my big old dirty pig. Don't let my dogs get quiet. Hide. The hairy man came to the door, knocked on it. Boom, boom, boom. Mama went to the door. Well, hello, hairy man. Never mind, hello, woman. I'm not selling Girl Scout cookies. Let me in. Hairy man, first thing, you chill, okay? All right. Good. Now, I'll make a deal with you. If I give you the youngest one in my house, will you promise never to come back and bother us anymore? That's right. Give me your youngest one. I won't ever bother you again. The hairy man keeps his promises. Deal. Step on in the house. Mama opened the door the rest of the way. Hairy man had to bend over to get in that house, bumped his head on the ceiling. Boo, bam, ow. Where's your youngest one at? In that bedroom right over there. Yeah. He went in the bedroom, bumped his head on the ceiling again. Bam, ow. Why don't you get that ceiling raised, woman? He saw something moving under the cover, guys. All right, boy, it's time to go. And the pig said, oink, oink, oink. Woman, I thought that was an ugly baby. That's a pig. Mama said, I know it is. We had a promise. I said I wanted your youngest one. Mama said, that's my youngest pig. You didn't ask the youngest what, hairy man? I've been tricked 3 times. I hate when that happens. He grabbed that baby pig out the bed, put it on the ground, have a little owl. Knocked down 2 trees in the front yard. Kabam, kaboom, and he disappeared into the high woods of the forest. But you know what? The hairy man kept his promise because he never came back to bother Wiley and his family ever again. And that's the end of that story. You can find one version of that story outside of my discography. Molly Bang has a great version of that story in the library. And one of the favorites, Jackie Torrance, the legendary Jackie Torrance, has a version that I borrowed a lot of sound effects from. Okay. China, next stop. And in this story, it's about a shapeshifter. You folks out there who know about shapeshifters, people that can change their form into other beings and creatures, this is that kind of story. The original version I found in a book by Jay Williams called Everyone Knows What a Dragon Looks Like. Let's call our version Han and the Dragon. In central China, many centuries ago, this young boy, his name was Han. He was very poor, and he was the gate sweeper of the city of Wu. And to the north were the wild horsemen. And those boys were wild. They took no prisoners. And to the south was the land of China. And Wu sat in a valley. Han swept the gates of Wu. He was so poor, the only thing they paid him for sweeping, 1 bowl of rice and a pot of tea. All he was paid for sweeping, 1 bowl of rice and a pot of tea. But he was always happy and cheerful when he swept. And always had a nice word to say to anyone that came in or left out of the gates of Wu. Good morning, grandmother. Good morning, grandfather. But one day, a messenger from the north came behind Han. Han, take me to the king. Take me to the king. Yes, sir, I'm going to take you to the king. And when the messenger got to the king's throne room, the messenger was looking at the king, who had long purple robe, big, huge golden crown, and diamond, emerald, and all kind of rubies on every finger of his hand, black fingernail. He was all about the bling. And the messenger said, my king, thou art horseman of the north. They are 3 days ride away.
Just 3 days right away, and they mean to kill everybody in the city. Who bring war into China? Whatever shall you do? The king said, we have a problem. Guards, call my 4 counselors immediately. So the 4 counselors came into the king's throne room. They were wisest of the wise men, chief of the army, head of the merchants, chief of the workers. When the 4 counselors came, the king said, we have a problem. The horsemen of the north are coming. They are 3 days ride away. They mean to kill everybody and bring war into China. Wisest of the wise men, what can we do? The wise old man put on his granny glasses, stroked his beard. Yes, my king. There are 4 options we can consider. First, we can fight. Chief of the army said, my men can kick and scream and yell and work their nunchucks. But they had never been in real combat. The king said, what? They've never been in combat. Sit down. Yes, sir. Wise man, second option. We can surrender when the wild horsemen arrive. Somebody said, if we surrender to the wild horsemen, they will cut off our heads and use them for souvenirs. Most unpleasant thought. Sit down. Yes, sir. Wise man, third option. We can run to the land of China. We can hide there. Somebody said, if we run to the land of China, the emperor will cut off our heads for being cowards. Most unpleasant thought. Sit down. Yes, sir. Wise man, what is our last option? We can then pray to the great cloud dragon to come and save us. There was no dissent. The king said, and that's what we will do. We'll pray to the cloud dragon. And that day, a proclamation was given throughout the city of Wu, and the gongs were beaten at the front of the gate. Boom, boom, boom. And everybody went to the temples, and incense was lit. Candles were lit. And everyone chanted in the Buddhist fashion, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. Everyone went to sleep. The next morning, Han was outside the gates, sweeping as usual, when a short, fat, bald old man showed up at the gate. He stood about 3 feet tall, big bald head, huge pot belly, raggedy clothes on, no shoes, and a big staff cane. He came up to Han. Good morning, young man. Han said, good morning, sir. I hope your honorable belly is full. Thank you. Take me to the king.
He is busy. He's praying to the cloud dragon to come and save us.
The old man said, I know, I am the dragon. Han said, you're what?
I am the dragon.
You don't look like a dragon.
How do you know? Have you seen a dragon in real life?
I guess you got me there. Come on, sir, follow me. And when the short, fat, bald old man and Han got to the king's throne room, the king said, Han, who is that you're bringing in my castle?
He's the dragon, sir.
The king choked.
You what?
He's nothing but a short, fat, bald old man. We have no food, beggar. Be gone. The old man said, sir, if you want a dragon to save your city, talk to him nicely. Give me something to eat and something to drink. I will save the city. The king said, no. Everyone knows what a dragon looks like. A dragon wears diamond, gold, and emerald rings. He wears purple silk gowns. He must look like a king. Chief of the army had his nunchucks. Swat, sir. A dragon knows how to kick, scream, yell, and work his nunchucks. He must look like chief of the army. Chief of the workers had a big golden shovel. I beg to differ. A dragon, he knows how to work and be industrious and build bridges and roads. He must look like a worker, like me. Chief merchant, a big bag of gold. Jingle, 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 jingle. Oh, no. A dragon he knows how to go to the bank every day. He must look like a merchant, like me. The wise old man said, you're all wrong. I read it in 44 books. I know it to be true. A dragon is wise. A dragon is smart. He must look like a wise man like me. Everybody started arguing as to what a dragon looked like. And at the next moment, the messenger said, "My king, counselors, look out the north window." The wild horsemen were almost on top of the city, about 3,000 of them, riding on the big shaggy horses. Everybody started to panic and run. Let's get out of here. The old man said, people, just talk to me nicely. Give me something to eat and something to drink. I will say to see. Then King said, "We have no time for you. You're nothing but a short, fat, bald old man." And everybody ran to their rooms under the beds and hid. Everybody departed the premises except Han and the old man. Han said, "We're in big trouble now. We better hide too. But before we do that, sir, I don't know if you're a dragon or not, but if you follow me to my little hut, I will give you my rice and my pot of tea. That's all I have to give." And so the old man and Han went to his little hut, and Han gave him that bumble of rice, and the old man took the chopsticks and he ate. Drank down the tea. Formosa oolong, good cup. He looked outside the window. The wild horsemen were now raising their swords. Yee-haw! You could see the sun glistening from the steel of the upraised swords. The archer division started shooting arrows at the city. And Han said, "We better hide." "Young man, calm down. Watch." The old man looked at all the horsemen coming. He took that staff cane and waved it in the air 3 times. Thunderheads formed in the sky. Boom! Big black thunderheads. Boom! And they lowered toward the ground. The horsemen slowed up and they galloped. Where all these clouds come from? I have no idea, my captain. It was a blue sky a minute ago. The old man raised one hand in the air. When he did that, lightning came from his fingertips, knocked men from their saddles. Yeah, pow, ah, boom. He did it again. More men hit the dust. Yeah, pow, boom. He blew out of his mouth and a tornado came out. The men went in the air. Horses went in the air. Hit the ground. Boom, let's get out of here. They tried to run, but the old man gave them one more good shot. Take that. Pow. And don't come back. When the old man looked back at Han, Han said, "Whoa. How did you do that?" "Now, boy, I will show you what a dragon looks like." And the old man's form began to change. His snout jumped out like that. He opened up his mouth, big white sharp dragon teeth, like a Chinese fireball. His eyes lit up red. Boom! Emerald green scales came over his body. His claws shot from his belly. Chicka-boom, 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 chicka-boom. His tail shot from behind. Wings sprouted. Pow! The dragon flew into the air 100 feet, curved around, waved at Han with one wing, and flew off into the sunset. Han said, "Wow. Yes!" He went back and told everybody what happened. They didn't believe him until they crawled from under their beds and out of their closets. Silence. They looked outside of their windows. The wild horsemen were gone. The only thing left, the weapons of war lying on the ground. They then made Han honorable defender of the city of Wu. They bought him a big palace to live in. They put furniture in his house, and they bought him food in which to eat. And as the boy was sitting on top of a big silken pillow, the king showed up with a sack of gold worth $10 million. He said, "Young man, I would like to give you this sack of gold for saving the city of Wu. And moreover, Han, I would like to thank you for teaching us all what a dragon looks like. We now know that a dragon looks like a short, fat, bald old man." Take time to breathe on that one and give my audience time to exhale. Here's a little short piece that I want to wrap up with. Pun intended. I want to wrap up with a rap. This story actually comes from, wait for it, Norway. This Norwegian folktale is about a creature that lived under a bridge. And anything that crossed that bridge, he was going to eat him up. 3 billy goats thought they could cross the bridge and eat all that nice grass on the other side. The troll had other ideas, but Big Billy Goat Gruff taught the troll a lesson about being a bully. Okay? This Norwegian folktale is 400 years old, but let's update it. And the original version of the story, even though it's from Norway, 4 centuries old, Sherry Norfolk, wifey, she created this rap. Bobby Norfolk, me, I put the soul into it. Okay? Let's kick it. This is a tale of some goats and a troll. The troll went over a bridge, you know. He guarded that bridge every night and day. He gobble you up if you went that way, but the grass was green on the other side. The goats decided to give it a try. The little Billy Goat was the first that day. His feet went trip, trap, trip, trap. Hey, who's that trapping over my bread? Hey, fool, be cool, it's me, you see. Well, I got a hunch you'll be my lunch, but I'm so small and you're so tall. Sit in the shade, you'll be repaid. There's a big Billy Goat in this parade. Well, he let him pass to eat some grass. The middle Billy Goat was the next to go. His feet went trip, trap, trip, trap. Yo, who's that trapping over my bread? Hey, fool, be cool, it's me, you see. Well, I got a hunch you be my lunch, but I'm so small and you're so tall. Sit in the shade, you'll be repaid. There's a big Billy Goat in this parade. Well, he let him over to eat some clover. The big Billy Goat was the last that day. His feet went trip, trap, trip, trap. Hey, who's that trapping over my bread? Hey, fool, be cool, I'm big, you dig. I got a hunch you be my lunch. I got 2 sharp horns to run you through. I have 4 sharp hooves to cut you in two. So come on up and give it a try. We'll see which one that's gonna get back. Well, the troll was a fool. He couldn't be cool. He tried to fight. The goat was right. With the 2 sharp horns, he ran him through. 4 sharp hooves, cut him in two. Then the goats went over to the other side. Work it. Woo. They ate the grass and they said with pride, work it, woo. That troll was a fool. He couldn't be cool. He should have learned not to be so greedy. He should have learned to help the needy. Then the goats ate grass till they got fat. Trip, trap, trip, trap. That's that.
Fabulous. Kudos to Sherry for the lyrics there. Thank you, Bobby, for I'm glad we got through this one perfectly today. You have such a vast array of stories. Can you tell me how lots of different subject matters and stuff. How do you pick what you like to pursue?
Well, when I go to a library or a bookstore, sometimes we go looking for books and sometimes books find us. So I just put on my intuitive Zen thing, and that was not hyperbole. Earlier when I was telling the story, I was studying transcendental meditation for 40 years. Sometimes I find a book and sometimes the book finds me, and I just have this urge to get that particular book. But my favorite section of the library, Tim, 398.2. Okay. 398 folk tales and fairy tales.
Yeah, everybody got that. Everybody go check out 398.2. Once we can get back into the libraries on a regular basis.
Yeah, you can do a curbside.
There you go, curbside pickup. How has performing online impacted your storytelling profession?
You know, my whole career, I look at the audience and now I have to look at myself. So that I have never looked at myself in performance. And then some coaches say, well, stop looking at yourself. Just look at that little green light in the middle of the laptop. So it's no substitute for an audience with the feel of the energy coming back and forth from the audience to feel that energy. But I had to adapt. And that's what we do in the 21st century. We have to adapt.
Very true. Any words of advice for young potential storytellers out there?
There's this incredible book by Margaret Reed McDonald. I don't know if you know her, Tim.
Oh, she was on the show last week. We know her well.
Well, there you go. One of my favorite books that she has written is the Storyteller Startup book. The Storyteller Startup book. So find that one, and that will be something that can just set you off. And then try to find virtual workshops that you see online for beginning storytellers. And one thing that we can talk about, Tim maybe not here, is that I have excellent workshops that I do virtually about beginning storytelling and advanced storytelling. Thank you very much.
Should check out Bobby's website. Feel free to give it a plug right there. Well, you're supposed to give them the address where they go for your website. I don't have it on memory. I hope you do.
Just Google my name,
Okay.
www.bobbynorfolk.com.
There you go. Well, thank you, Bobby, for today. Thank you for your patience yesterday as we worked our bugs out for today. I also want to thank our sponsors once again, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the University of Hawaii, Kainoa Senior Services, and you, our audiences, for coming back and being with us. And hopefully you'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Bobby will be back, and we will have another wonderful 30 to 40 minutes of his tales. And special this Saturday we have, if you have an opening in your schedule at 7 p.m., we have the Hawaii Youth Symphony Jazz Combos performing for you at 7 p.m. from Orvis Auditorium. They'll be live streamed out to everybody on this YouTube channel. So thank you once again. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, everyone. Please stay safe and aloha.
Take care. Peace.